Yet. Hello, hello. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Lucy. Welcome to Ask Me Anything, the beauty edition of Ask Me Anything. We're so glad you're here. Drop in the chat who your consultant is so that we know we're going to get you entered into a prize wheel. So just for being here tonight, you're going to be entered in to win. So in the comments, who your consultant is, where you're watching from. And hi, Maria. So glad you're here. Hi, Jesse. Welcome. Yeah, if you're in a place you can turn your camera on, we always love to see faces. If you're not in a place that you can, that's okay too. But if you are a guest, make sure to comment in the chat that you know who your consultant is so that we can get you entered in for our prize wheel. I'm so excited. We've got lots of great questions already submitted. And of course, you'll be able to ask more throughout the evening as well. But while we're just waiting for everyone to pop in, how about let's go back to a question I asked my consultants earlier, which is one more fun thing you want to do before summer is over. So before summer ends, which we know it's coming to a close, but there's still time left to do those fun summer activities. Let us know. What's one more thing you want to do before summer ends? Or maybe a few things you want to do. It's on your summer bucket list.
Don't be shy.
Oh, Jesse's going to visit the art gallery. Kimberly's going to swim one more time. Maria's going to visit a state park. Maria, have you picked out the state park yet? Do you know which one? Hi, Annette. I don't know if I said hello to you. Cedar Point. Oh, go to Colorado. Oh, that's our home away from home. We love Colorado. The
Nice.
mountains are so pretty.
Nice.
So, Cindy, do you actually have that planned, or is that just like something you're wanting to do, or is it like it's happening? Peggy, yeah, doesn't have to be a bucket list. Just enjoy the outdoors, the sunshine, soak it up. Uh, Hi, Gloria. Welcome. We'll give our guests a few more minutes to pop in. Oh my gosh, a wedding in Colorado. How fun. Oh my gosh, how fun. Yeah, congrats to your niece. That's exciting. Okay, so if you're just joining us, the question of the day is what's one more fun thing you want to do before summer is over? So I was sharing earlier, I wanted to take my niece and nephew to the zoo before school starts, and school starts for the kindergartner tomorrow. She has our first day of kindergarten. So we got the zoo visit in today. Um, but there's still lots more that we want to do. Enjoying the outdoors, yes, is one of them. All right, guests, if you have not yet typed into the chat box who your consultant is, be sure to do that so we know because your name is going into a prize wheel and we're going to have a lucky winner at the end of our Ask Me Anything event. I'm going to flip a couple things I want to share with you guys. Enjoying the outdoors. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it's 7:32. We're going to rock and roll. We might still have some guests joining us, so Iris is going to keep an eye on the waiting room in case somebody pops in. I want to give you guys the scoop. And first and foremost, let me just say thank you because I know that you could be doing anything else right now. And I know many of you are so busy. And for you to take the time to be with us for these next 30 or 40 minutes just means the world to us. So we thank you for just being here for your support, for supporting your consultant, for showing up, for asking questions. So tonight really it's all about you. And we're talking skincare, we're talking makeup, beauty myths, product ingredients, Pretty much anything beauty related is fair game. Um, I certainly don't know it all, so I may not be able to answer every question, but we'll do my best. And if I don't know, we will get you the answer. So you can put questions into the chat box at any time. I will do my best to get to those. I do have a pretty good list that was already submitted. So I'm going to get through those first, and then if we've got time, I'll get to any that you guys submit as I'm chatting. So feel free to use the chat box, keep that fun and lively. And again, there'll be a giveaway. So stay tuned because you must be present to win. So don't go anywhere. And let me tell you that there are no silly questions. There's no such thing as a silly question. I promise if you're thinking it, someone else has been thinking it. So welcome if you're just joining us. Eileen and Judy, type in the chat who your consultant is so you can go into our prize wheel. And before we jump in, comment in the chat box, what do you want the most help with? Skincare or makeup? So drop one in the chat. Skincare or makeup, what do you need the most help with? And I will tackle both categories of questions tonight. So I see skincare, makeup, skincare. I will say from the questions that were submitted, skincare seems to be leading the way, but no right or wrong for sure. And again, there's no such thing as a silly question. Before I go any further, Casey, do you want to just read off who you have in the prize wheel so we make sure we got all the guests entered in?
Yes. So far I have Jessie, Margaret, Cindy, Lucy, Maria, Tammy, Gloria, Jessica H, and Annette.
And then I think Eileen and Judy just popped in, but if you're a guest here and she didn't call your name, be sure to type that into the chat right now so that you get entered in.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we're going to start with a little session of Mythbusters. So I'm going to give you a statement, and you guys can comment in the chat box, true or false, myth or true, whatever you want to say, and we'll see what you guys know. So, oily skin doesn't need moisturizer. Myth or true? Oily skin doesn't need moisturizer. Myth, false, myth. Yes, you guys are right. Wow, good job. Good job, you guys. Yes, oily skin needs hydration. It's so important to be hydrated. Oil is different than water. And in fact, skipping moisturizer if you have oily skin can cause your skin to feel like it needs to overcompensate and produce more oils. So it's finding the right moisturizer for your skin. All right, number two, true or false, myth or true, you only need sunscreen when it's sunny outside. It's kind of an easy one. Myth, false, totally a myth. UV exposure happens through windows. And on cloudy days, I actually got my worst sunburn. Some of you guys know this. When I was like college age, got my worst sunburn on an overcast day because I was like, oh, it's cloudy. I don't need sunscreen. And I fried. Oh my gosh. So yes, you need that protection 365 days out of the year. So daily sunscreen is one of the most important things to protect your skin from both the rays that age you, the UVA rays, and the rays that burn you, the UVB rays. Okay, expensive skincare works better. Myth or true? Expensive skincare works better. Myth, you guys are right. Price alone doesn't tell you if something's working for your skin. Ingredients, formulation, consistency, and whether a product actually addresses your concerns is so much more important. And the price really doesn't necessarily indicate that it's going to work better. All right, one more. True or false? You should feel your skincare tingling or burning so you know it's working. Myth. Yes, these are all myths. Yes. More sensation doesn't mean that it's more effective. Burning or, actually burning would be bad. That would be an indicator that it's not right for you. Tingling is I always say is okay, but if it's burning, it probably doesn't agree with your skin. So you don't necessarily have to feel anything. So one example would be the Time-Wise Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. This one for me tingles when I put it on. If it doesn't tingle for you, that doesn't mean it's not working. So just know it's still working even if you don't feel it. The true indicator is how your skin looks and how it feels immediately after, but also weeks down the road. And many of you know if you've been using Mary Kay skincare for a while, you know it's working. And perfect example for me is if I go camping or on a backpacking trip and I don't have my skincare, I come home, my face is not the same. I've actually got some breakouts happening from camping this weekend and not having access to all my full skincare routine. So that's an indicator of how you know if it's working or not. Okay, so we're going to move on to skincare questions. And if you submitted a question earlier, you're going to get an extra entry into our prize wheel. So this question was submitted by Peggy. Margaret, Casey, just so you know, so you can give Margaret an extra entry on the prize wheel. Do you have to limit the amount of days you use a mask? Great question. And are some better than others for sensitive skin? So actually, most of the time, yes, you do need to limit the number of days you use a mask, generally speaking, because most masks are exfoliating, like the facial peel, the charcoal mask. One exception would be the hydrating cream mask. I wouldn't say you necessarily have to limit how much you're using that one, but the other ones, because they're exfoliating, yeah, 2 times a week. I would say maybe 3 tops, as long as you give your skin a day in between, you're okay. But for sensitive skin, that hydrating cream mask is incredible. Glycerin, shea butter, hyaluronic acid, incredible ingredients for sensitive skin and dry skin. Good question. All right. Why does our oil-free eye makeup remover look oily? I love this question. You guys ever notice that? It looks like oil and water, but it's oil-free. Why does it look like that? There's the 2 layers are, it removes waterproof and non-waterproof. And so you just shake it, but it's oil-free. And if you've used it, you know. But yeah, that's the reason why it looks oily, because it removes both waterproof and non-waterproof.
Did the person who submitted that question, are they on, Amanda?
Actually, yes, Bana, but she's a consultant.
Oh,
So,
never mind.
all right. And oh, Tammy, question in the chat. Why does your foundation only last about 4 hours? Could be a couple things, Tammy. It could be the foundation alone. However, I'm going to say, and I don't have it right here with me, primer. If you're not using primer underneath, your foundation will disappear. It might cake up, it might settle into lines and pores, it might just disappear. So primer helps to keep your foundation on. It helps it to stick to your face and last all day. And along with that, good skincare, because when you have a nice, clean, flawless, smooth canvas, that's going to help your makeup to wear much better as well. Good question.
Also,
Um,
I would love to say something about that, Amanda.
yeah.
Also, like a setting spray afterwards, that also helps a lot to set everything in dependent on what you're doing throughout the day. I mean, if you're sitting around the
100%.
house, it might, last more than 4 hours. But if you're running around with kids, you're definitely going to want a setting spray or something afterwards, too.
Yes, thank you, Haley. Finishing
I love
spray
the
for
setting spray.
Okay, question from Lisa Brown. Lisa gets an extra entry for submitting the question. What products are best for mature skin? This Time-Wise repair regimen is the absolute best for mature skin. So it's going to help with crepey skin. I also got that question as well. But these formulas, so it's called Time-Wise Repair Voluform. It helps to restore the volume and the firmness to your skin, hence the Voluform. But the formulas are much richer and really help to plump your skin. It helps with deeper lines and wrinkles, crepiness, lack of firmness. So that whole line is really, really the best. All right, Maria submitted the question, can you mix different regimens? Absolutely. Within the Mary Kay brand. I can't speak for other brands, but yes, you could use Clear Proof. You could use the TimeWise Miracle Set. You could use a TimeWise Repair. I actually do. I mix, so I personally use the foaming cleanser, the lifting serum, and the eye cream from here. But my skin does better with the antioxidant moisturizer, the daytime and the nighttime of the Miracle Set. And I still use a charcoal mask a couple times a week. So absolutely. And your consultant can help you customize a routine that will work just for you. So yeah, mix and match to your heart's content. Okay, do we have Anna in the house? Anna submitted a question. She was asking, what are Mary Kay's bestsellers? I don't see her here, but I do want to answer that question. If you have a catalog, you will find, and it's easy if you just kind of jump to the back, you'll see these seals, this pink seal that says bestseller, and they're all throughout. So obviously the Great Heights mascara is a bestseller. Our number one selling product, do you guys know? Drop it in the chat if you do, what our number one selling product is. Some of you know the answer to this. Our bestseller is, drum roll, Jessie, Judy, Reen, yes, oil-free eye makeup remover is our number one. But there's several bestsellers. You'll find them in the catalog. All right, Cindy gets an extra entry for asking, do we have a product for chin hair removal? The short answer is no. Sorry, we can't help you with that. But it's a great question. Thanks for submitting it. You get an extra entry for asking. All right, I think we're going to move
Can you
on
repeat
to-
that one more time, Amanda? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Who got the extra entry?
Oh, Cindy gets an extra entry.
Cindy. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. I'm scrolling back up. Last skincare question from Jessie, who has dry skin, and whether you use moisturizer, primer, or leave your skin dry. Your foundation, no matter what the brand, separates. What can you do? Jessie, have you tried our new TimeWise foundations? It really shouldn't separate. And I'm guessing it separates on your skin
It
when you apply
does,
it.
yeah.
Oh, you're unmuted. Great. Have you tried the new TimeWise?
I don't think so.
Try the new TimeWise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a matte wear and there's a luminous wear. Make sure to use primer underneath, and you should have no issues. None whatsoever. Yeah, it's amazing. And like Reen said earlier, 12-hour wear for sure.
I also have that issue of it like separating or like cracking. I started mixing my foundation with my moisturizer, like actually on the back of my hand. And so then that actually helps keep everything on my face because I have very dry skin, especially since being pregnant. My skin has done the opposite. And so then it helps stick around the acne that I've gotten as well.
And for those of you with dry skin, I mean, it's important for everyone, but exfoliating regularly is really important for sloughing off the dead skin cells. And then it helps your skin to better absorb your moisturizer. And I will add to that the new Skinvigorate Duo facial device leaves your skin ultra clean, really helps to boost the absorption of your next skincare steps. So add the Skinvigorate Duo device to your regimen if you haven't yet. Okay, we're on to makeup questions. Eileen gets an extra entry for this. Oh, she's still here? Oh, there she is. Yep. Eileen asked, what's the best time to curl your lashes? The best time is before your mascara. So, because if you do it after you've already applied your mascara, your lashes can stick to the curler and it can cause bending and breakage, and nothing good happens when we do that. So one more tip when you curl, you want to curl from the base. So really close to the root, just a gentle squeeze. So you don't have to like death grip on the curler. Just a gentle squeeze at the root, real close to the lash line, and then move it up, and then gentle squeeze in the middle, and then at the very tip. And that will give you a nice smooth curl. If you only crimp in the middle, you end up with this, like an L shape to your lashes. So you gently squeeze at the bottom, the middle, and then the top. And it gives a nice curl before your mascara.
Amanda,
Yes.
Jessica had put in a skincare question. for you.
Oh, Jessica. Skincare for teenage boys. So it depends. I'm assuming there might be some acne going on there. If that's the case, the Clear Proof. Otherwise, we have a men's line that would be great for teenage boys as well. So either one of those. If there's acne, I would say the Clear Proof. If there's not a lot of acne, maybe just occasional little breakouts, the men's skincare line would be great. Okay. Oh, one other tip with your curler, you can heat it up. If you've never done this, heat it up with your blow dryer. Do any of you guys do that? Just take your blow dryer as you're drying your hair, heat it up, and then it'll help to hold the curl too. Yeah. Okay. I might circle back if we've got time. There was a lipstick question, but I don't see Mandy on. Mandy was the one who submitted it. I'll circle back if we've got time. Judy, extra entry for Judy. She was asking the best way to blend cream and powder eyeshadows. So the best way to blend is, first of all, start with thin layers. It's generally best if you start with your cream first. You can do powder first and then cream, but really to get the best, smoothest application and blending of the two, I would start with your cream and then your powder. And for the cream, I would use a cream color brush, and it has synthetic bristles on it that will really help to blend. And then the fluffy eye blending brush, when you add your powder shadow, you can blend with that. And then to go along with that, actually cream, I will say too, is probably better as you age. I know a lot of women, and this was kind of a secondary question that Judy asked, is there a time that a woman should stop using cream eyeshadow? Absolutely not. Cream can actually be better as we age and as our eyelids get a little thinner, drier, get a little more texture. The cream can be really good. What I encourage more mature women to steer clear of is really glittery eyeshadows, something heavily frosted, but shimmer is not a bad thing. Don't feel like I mean, anyone can use shimmer. So much of it is application. And so keeping the layers thin and really just blending. But a subtle shimmer is great. Just avoid anything super glittery if you have more texture to your eyelids. As far as I know, Judy, I don't believe eye makeup primer is coming back. If it does, we will certainly let you know because many of us will be. Jesse, you're asking why in regards to, clarify what your
Okay.
why question.
I just why to the no glitter on the eyelids if
Oh,
yeah. What because I love glitter, so I just wanted to know.
oh, and you should use glitter, Jesse. I'm speaking to more mature women who have more lines around their eyes, more wrinkles, more texture on their eyelids, because glitter can sometimes accentuate that. But you're so young. You
It's
keep wearing the
probably
glitter,
because it's
girl.
crepey too, and
Yeah.
that's why. But you could do the glitter on as an older person up more on your bone, up here
Yes.
more,
Yes.
not down here because you're not going to see it anyway. So and then it gets crepey. So probably up here, definitely you could do it for whatever occasion.
You've got years before you need to stop wearing
Yeah,
glitter.
you got time.
Okay, this is another great question from Maria. How do you store liquid eyeliner? Upside down, right side up? The answer is horizontal. You want to store your liquid eyeliner horizontal. you also want to make sure you replace it every 3 to 6 months. But storing it this way keeps the product sort of evenly distributed in there, so it's not heavily at one end or the other. Now, if you find that there's not enough product at the tip when you go to use it, you could temporarily store it upside down for a couple days just to replenish some of that, but generally keep it stored this way. Good question. And after satin lips, can you immediately apply lip color or is it better to wait? It actually depends. It depends on the look you want. So if you want a more sheer, moisturized, sort of glossy look, then apply it right after your lip balm. It'll give you more of that glossy, hydrated look and feel. But if you want your lipstick to last a little longer and you want more of a matte finish, then just take a beauty blotter or even a tissue and just blot your lips so that you're picking up some of that excess lip balm and then go in with your lip color. If you really want your lip color to stay, you start with lip liner first. You line the outside and then you fill in and then you put your lipstick on top. The other thing you can do is take a little translucent powder and a blending brush and you just lightly dust it on top of your lipstick. And that'll give it a little extra staying power as well. Gives it a nice soft matte finish too. So just the tiniest little bit on a clean blending brush, and then make sure to clean it again before you use it on your eyes, but translucent powder. Little secret. Insider tip. Okay, order of application. This actually goes back to skincare, but I missed it earlier. So when it comes to skincare, thinnest to thickest. So after your cleanser, your boosters, your serums, your moisturizer, oil, if you're using nourishing oil, is always going to go last. Unless it's the morning, then you follow up with your SPF. But oil kind of seals everything in. And so if you put the oil on too soon, the other products can't penetrate your skin. So if you put your oil on and then your serum's just kind of sitting there on top of the oil. So do all those first and then your nourishing oil last. If it's the morning, then you'd follow up with SPF. Okay, how important is the correct shaped eyebrow for framing your face? Really important, actually. You don't want them to start too close because that can look harsh, and you don't want them to start too far out either. And so really you just want to start right kind of at the corner of your eye is where it should start. And you want the arch to be through like where your pupil is if you're looking straight on. If your arch is too high, it can distract a little bit. And so you want that arch just to lift everything. The other thing too is you don't want the tail of your brow to come down too far. If it comes down too far, that can kind of drag your eye down. So having them shaped is quite important. Symmetry is important, but don't get overly, obsessed with them being perfectly identical. Nobody's going to notice if they're not identical. So, yeah, I would say it's important for sure. Okay, last call for makeup questions before we move on to the last category. This kind of is a crossover, makeup and skincare. So this is a good closing question. This was also from Maria. Is it enough to use micellar water to remove concealer? So I would say if it's that or nothing, yes, definitely do that. In my opinion, I would use micellar water first to get rid of that makeup and then cleanse after. I mean, the micellar water is going to take it off. Yes. And absolutely, if that's all the time you have to do it. If it's that or nothing at all. But I like using micellar water for a double cleanse routine. But in a pinch, for sure, it's going to do the trick. It really is. Okay. Moving on, we're going to wrap up with Mary Kay questions. So a lot of these came from the Coupon Club. Are any of you a part of the Coupon Club? Show of hands or drop in the chat if you're in the Coupon Club. Peggy's in, Judy's in, Maria's in. Okay, if you're not in the coupon club, I'll drop the link before we wrap up tonight. You've got to join it. All you do is submit 3 questions, and you get over $350 of coupons you can use throughout the year. But a lot of these questions came from that, and you guys can submit questions here as well. Questions about Mary Kay, because every time we share about our product, there's always somebody who's a little curious about what we do. So questions about what we do as consultants, whether or not it's of interest to you doesn't matter. But a lot of people wonder about how appointments work and what it costs to start. Do you have to have a party to buy Mary Kay? Can you try products before deciding? So what happens at a makeup or skincare consultation? But be thinking of questions for us about what we do. And I'm going to pull up some of those that some of you guys submitted. Do you need to keep at-home inventory? No, you don't have to. You can. It's a privilege. It certainly helps to be able to get our customers product right away, but you do not have to stock it. There's nothing that's required as far as that goes. How do we make our money? We share the product. We make a really healthy commission just by selling the product, which you can do through the website. You can do through facials, makeovers, parties, in person, virtual, Facebook, so many different ways to sell and share the product nowadays. How many hours a week do you have to commit? Do you have to work? It's really up to you. You could ask every consultant in this room and get a different answer. Some are just playing, piddly time because their lives are very full and very busy, and others have more time to give it and they want to do more with it. And so you get to choose because you get to be the boss. That's what's so cool is you have the flexibility to work for yourself and make your own schedule, make your own hours. How much does it cost to get started? What's the startup fee? This is a question a lot of people ask. And this, you guys, is so amazing. So you could start for as little as 35, and eStart gives you access to all the digital tools, marketing, samples, credit card processing, your website that's done for you, all of that for 35. And then you can add on the Pro Kit for 90. So for 125, you get over $400 of full-size product, both miracle sets, both formulas, eye cream, makeup remover, CC creams, mascara, charcoal mask, microderm, and a plethora of other supplies. So you're totally stocked from day one, ready to go. And that's it. It's really just a decision to give it a try. Let's see. Is there a lot of driving involved? Not really. I mean, and that's up to you. You could decide to work wherever you want in person. You can decide how far you want to drive, if you want to drive, or if you just want to work virtually, you can work virtually. The Pro Kit is fantastic, Kimberly. You're totally right. I always say it's like Christmas when that shows up on your doorstep. Okay, last call for questions in the chat about what we do. Okay, so this is a question that several of you have submitted. What's the average monthly income for a consultant? I really can't, there isn't really an average because every consultant is doing different things with her business and putting in a different amount of time. We all make the same commission on what we sell, but it depends on the time that you put into it. So I really can't give you an average, but if it's something you're considering, that's something we can take a look at is what kind of time you want to put into it. Do you want to work virtual, in person, a hybrid of both? And, I could give you a better idea of what you could expect from it. If you're needing a certain dollar amount, we can help you come up with a plan to make that happen. So, no minimum sales required each month or each year. That's a question. No minimum parties that you have to hold. What other questions? How many pink Cadillacs have you owned or earned? So we as a team have earned 11 free cars collectively. We earn it as a team. And when we get a car from Mary Kay, we keep it for 2 years. The company pays the lease, the license, and the majority of the car insurance. They also give us the cash option instead. So 4 of those 11 cars were the pink Cadillac. So 4 pink Cadillacs over the years. Any new products coming out in the future that you are excited about? Yes, Jesse. Oh my gosh. September 1st, you'll find out. We've got some new things coming. So we're going to do a product preview. I'm guessing it's going to happen the second Tuesday of the month during our Shop Till You Drop event. So you guys get entered in to win $500 by getting together with your consultant this month to try products. All you have to do is try product with her virtually or in person. You can host a party with a few friends for 5 or 10 extra entries. You can do a Facebook party for 5 entries. Learn about the Mary Kay opportunity for 5 entries. And those of you who join us, because I know some of you will be joining us before the end of the month, you get 20 extra entries when you order your starter kit before the end of the month. So this event always happens the second Tuesday of the month when we award our $500 cash prize and other prizes too. And I want to give a shout out to Bana, who was our consultant who won the purse, the Michael Kors bag for last month. Bana is so proud of you. It's so fun when one of our own wins. So we'd love to see one of you guys, our guests, win. So get with your consultant on getting entered in before the end of the month. There's still time. So we would love to see one of you win $500 or $600. Okay. So before we wrap up and do our prize wheel, last call for questions. And then I'm going to have you all drop in the chat, one, 2, or 3. One, and this is so your consultant knows how to follow up with you. If you need help with your skincare routine, drop a 1 in the chat. If you maybe have questions, need help with your skincare, drop a 2 if you need help with makeup. So you need a makeup consultation, color consultation, you need some guidance there. Maybe you want to try some new colors. That could be something that you want help with, finding a new lip color, finding the foundation shade to match your skin. And then 3, if you're curious a little bit more about what we do, about the opportunity to earn some extra income, join us, just what it would be like to get started with Mary Kay business, drop a 3 in the chat. So 1, 2, or 3, that helps your consultant know, or it might be multiples, maybe 1 and 3, or 2 and 3, or 1 and 2, or any combination of numbers. But that way your consultant knows how to follow up with you, and she can get in touch to set something up with you. So I'm also going to drop in the chat in a minute, but not yet, the link to join the coupon club. So you guys, it takes 5 minutes. You'll click on the link, you watch a short little video, you submit 3 questions, and then you'll get your coupons sent to you. So I want to say thank you again to each and every one of our guests who joined us. Thank you for submitting questions. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I know I didn't get to all of them, but maybe we'll just have to do this again to make sure we get everyone's questions answered. Harmony, you have a question?
Yeah, my friend Anna has been waiting to get in.
It looks like she is in now.
Okay,
I
good.
apologize if she was in. Anna, I'm sorry if you were in the waiting room for a while.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, Casey is going to spin our prize wheel. We're going to see who our lucky winner is. Drum roll. Lots of entries. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I can spotlight it. Maria! Yay, Maria! You are the winner. I've got a gift for you. I'm going to make a note to pop that in the mail for you. Congratulations, Maria. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for submitting questions. And here is that link that I promised to all of you if you aren't yet in the coupon club. Make sure again to comment 1, 2, or 3 so your consultant knows how to follow up with you and she absolutely will. And then make sure to mark your calendar for the second Tuesday in September for our next big giveaway event, and then another fun one coming later in September as well. So stay tuned. And I think we did pretty good, you guys. We got a lot of questions covered in a short amount of time. I hope you learned a little something tonight. I hope you had fun. And I want to leave you with a word from Mary Kay herself. She said, "We have not mastered the art of living until we have learned how to fail. We must learn what to do when failure comes, because we all face failures at one time or another." So remember, a failure is just an opportunity to learn, to grow. It's a setup for a comeback. So I hope that encourages you today and throughout the week. And we hope to see you again soon, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us, consultants and guests. We love and appreciate you. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.